Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Bad Takeout. I am doing a little dance.
You're like doing a little robot dance. It's cute.
Yeah, I know.
You're moving your hands like I am Kevin Crowley.
I refuse to accept that this isn't a visual medium.
We're being watched all the time, anyways.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Bad Takeout.
Welcome to Bad Takeout. My name is Kevin Crowley.
I am Jeremy Tomenberg.
There you go.
And you have joined us in the Geek Cave.
You've decided to click on a button, and now you're listening to us through some form of wave technology through headphones.
Other than iTunes, which would be the bane of our existence. But I'm working some angles. I'm working some angles, Kevin.
Yeah.
Because we know that you're
Google
hopeless.
only goes so far.
You're hopeless.
Wikipedia gets you like a
And you're
quarter
still
of the way.
dressing, I've noticed, as if you're on the island.
Way.
Is it because you want to show off the tan? Is that what's going on?
Honestly, I have to kind of keep the tan. You know, you got to stay out in the sun.
Are you going to work dressed like this?
I might wear a tank top to onset.
It's a simple question.
Yeah.
You went to work today.
Yeah.
Is this the outfit you wore?
It was.
Is it really? You went to it was a scout, right?
Yeah, but I had to go to the office first.
So you went to the office wearing a pair of army shorts
Yep.
and a shitty California.
It is kind of shitty, right? It was like $6 at a flea market.
You really wore this to work?
Yeah, but it was like 100 degrees.
Was anyone else at work even remotely dressed in a tank top and army shorts?
Hey, look, you gotta show the skin sometimes in this business. Gotta pay.
What business are you in?
Business of show. I wish. Jeez.
So you did wear that?
Oh yeah, I did.
It was a conscious thing, like I'm just gonna wear this today to work, or
well, actually, I'm a bit of a schwitzer. Look at me, I'm getting all Yiddish. So yeah, like sometimes I'll like have like an extra, shirt in the car, if I'm like sweating. So I intended to do that, but I just kind of forgot about it and walked in. They're like, "Oh, look at this cool guy!"
like a midget goose
Party
walking
on.
into the office.
Yeah, they were like, "Party on, Kevin." I'm like, "Hey, party on, you."
Someone said "party on."
Yeah.
Like, because you were dressed up like that, or they were like,
Yeah.
So someone
They were
did.
like, nice gams. And I was like, "Thanks, darling."
So there was a comment made to the attire that you were wearing at work.
Yeah, but this is my last week.
So you don't care.
Kind of.
Sandals.
Yeah. See, because people on top of me, I'm not saying that. Well, yeah, they kind of stopped giving a fuck. So I'm like, I'm gonna kind of stop not giving a fuck. I'll still get what I gotta get done.
I'll come in wearing my tank top and shitty shorts.
Yeah,
and fuck them.
Well, look.
Are you doing the work half-assed too now too?
Last week was a little bit of a learning curve because I
Learning curve.
Well, I mean, to get back into the swing of things, it took me so we start shooting on Tuesday, and then so like Tuesday I was just like I was like 3 steps behind, but
wow.
I was still sitting in a coconut playing a ukulele.
You go home every night. Do you have like a little fake coconut and you play your ukulele, wishing you were still on the island?
I'm growing Hawaiian plants.
What kind of plants?
I have no idea.
You went and bought Hawaiian plants.
No. The same broad who bought me my bracelet sold me these.
Oh, that's right. She sold you the seeds.
The beans, yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. So we'll see.
An asshole.
We'll see what happens. All my plants died, by the way, when I was in Hawaii.
Well, you forgot to give me your key.
I was gonna give you the keys, but I came back and they were just burned.
So what'd you do?
I threw one away and then I just been watering them. This is intriguing talk right now, but yeah, I was kind of like, because flowers, they're like flowers and plants. It's like the only responsibility I have. Like something.
You never know. We could have a horticulturist that listened to our show. Isn't that what?
Yeah, maybe give me some advice instead of yelling at them and giving them water.
Is that what you do? You yell at your plants?
And I rip little leaves off, and I'm like,
"This is what I do to you."
I'm like, "You want this to happen to you? And then you better fucking grow."
Wow.
But yeah, they all died. So yeah.
I would have watered them.
Yeah. But I'll have time now to water my plants and take care and like.
Yeah, you have nothing on the horizon.
I sent like a couple emails today.
And when's the last day of this gig?
Friday. But maybe
So that's why you bought the new TV, because you just want.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be off of work, and you're gonna really need to enjoy yourself. So you might as well on your brand new TV.
Sure. I did. I went out.
Was it like just like a
Treated
whim?
myself?
Like,
No.
how did you decide? Like, today's the
My TV
day.
started to kind of shit the bed on me, and I was like, fuck it.
Nah, fuck it.
I don't have kids. Like, I'm gonna buy this shit now while I can, while my living expenses.
You deserve it.
I don't.
No, you do.
Not even close.
You were on a 2-week vacation. You came back to a week's worth of work, which you decided that you were going to half-ass. Mm-hmm. You deserve a new TV.
Sure.
I'm excited to see it, actually.
This is America.
God, it's goddamn right.
Pretty sleek. It looks like something. I'm knocking over your Rubik's
It's all right.
Cube.
We didn't want to clean up today, so
Yeah,
we
right.
made a mess.
This is like a.
You know what, Kev? I'm a little tired.
Obstacle course.
I didn't want to get the studio 100% ready today.
I can see that.
I was sleeping 5 minutes before you got here. I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
A little tuckered out.
I had a show yesterday.
Yeah.
The Creative Arts Emmy Awards.
Oh, wow.
Which would be on FXX, I think this Saturday.
What episode? What channel is that?
FXX.
Oh, that's the new FX.
Yeah. Which is weird because it's like it's on DirecTV, it's like 619.
Right.
Which is like way nowhere near
But it's geared towards like.
I think it's more of the comedy.
dudes.
No, it's like a comedy channel versus like FX, which would be their drama channel.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Well, why they're not right next to each other, I don't know.
Yeah, did you knock it out of the park?
What, the show?
Yeah.
I'm talking to the kid.
Okay.
That's what I do.
Good for you.
I'm ace. A game.
But you're
Baby.
a little tuckered out because
I'm tuckered out. We had to go to work all fucking day today.
on a wrap out day.
On a wrap out day. Now, for those who don't know, we do a show. The next day is wrap out day. Usually the wrap out day is a little bit shorter than a normal day because you just worked like a 20+ hour day.
20+ hours.
Well, I got to work at like 7, and I worked until about, when I saw you, I left the office at 10:45 to come home and watch Breaking Bad. So it was about 17 hours.
It's 15.
15 hours.
But that's a long time. I mean, like the evening kind of goes when you're working that late.
Did that like 3 days in a row.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So.
Well, you also got to get geared up because, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, well, as soon as we end this podcast.
You're right.
Which you won't even come with me as a friend.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to stand alone.
What? We're going to. What?
I have to work tomorrow.
So do I.
I got to be in the hood. I got to be on Grove Street tomorrow for where I'm shooting.
It's fine.
But, I mean...
I'll go alone.
I'm getting it,
I'll go alone.
That's okay. You can.
I will. And I'm going to.
Just put in your headphones. Get where you got to be.
Have no friends anyways that want to join me on my adventure to...
How is it my burden?
I don't know. I'm putting it on you.
It's okay.
It's on you. The burden is on you.
Yeah, but once this week ends, like, I'm going to lose a lot of hours to this game.
Are you playing with your armpit hair during the show?
I am. It's just
like what? Because
it's a natural thing.
It's not. You wearing this fucking tank top shit's gonna have to change. Because I'm not gonna be hanging out with you if in the middle of a conversation you're just gonna start playing with your armpit hair. Like who does that? I mean, what the fuck?
It's like a vagina, all right.
It's there. I gotta play with it. You really need to start putting shirts back.
You're right. I'm an adult.
But you've been home for 2 weeks now, or a week and a half.
Okay.
It's time to put a t-shirt back on, or a nice shirt, or a polo.
You did call me out though, because I'm like, am I like playing with my armpit?
You're absolutely playing with your armpit.
Yeah. Sorry.
You probably did that at work in front of people.
I probably did.
And they're probably thinking this kid is a fucking.
No, maybe I'm just like OCD, but brilliant, and that's why wow, this kid's mysterious.
Why do you assume that because you play with your armpit hair and you have a little OCD, that means you're a fucking genius?
I am a genius. Just listen.
You've seen a handful of movies where some wackadoo, half like retarded person is really a genius, and you assume that's because you're playing with your armpit hair. It must mean you're a genius.
Well, I mean, it's just you're in deep thought.
That's what you think. You're playing with your armpit. You're in deep thought.
Yeah. It's like like if you had like a mustache, like a twiddly mustache.
You'd be playing with it, and you'd be thinking,
and you'd be like, this is very interesting. How am I gonna retort? I'm gonna grow one of those actually.
I have no response for this. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah. Well, you interrupted me.
Well, you interrupted my fucking, eye line.
Well,
but yes, I'm going to get Grand Theft Auto.
Keep the rest to yourself.
I will be investing many of hour into it tonight.
Yeah, it's like I'm a video gamer. Like I don't hide.
Which I think all 30 of our listeners probably are.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, but they're projecting that this game is gonna sell, I think, $400 million worth in its first day tomorrow when it comes out. It's gonna generate $400 million in its first day and $1 billion in its first month.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a huge medium. I mean, this game is one of the biggest video games in the history of video games.
Yeah, it's crazy because it takes place in like a fictional Los Angeles.
So we're gonna know a lot of the streets.
I'm just gonna leave my apartment in Grand Theft Auto and like sit in traffic and then finally do something about it.
Oh, because you can finally, you can like go to like Lancashire and Vine probably, where you always are probably screaming, yelling at some old woman.
Sure.
Throwing cigarettes in their car or spitting on them. and now you will actually do some damage on that actual street.
I'm given the opportunity to. Yeah, so I will.
This is why I like the game, and it's corrupt, but I do enjoy the fact that you can let a lot of things that you would never, at least that I would never do. You just driving down the street, you're in a bad mood. Oh, you fucking bitch. You just fucking, for the next 35 minutes, you on a rampage.
That's what everybody does. Like the first, I remember when I think this was Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, I was in college. And for like the first couple days it came out, there were like 10 people at my house. I didn't even know. But they're all playing PlayStation on GTA and just running from the cops. Like that's the first thing you do.
Though I did see an amazing 15-minute trailer for Watch Dogs, where it basically opened up and it's like, so we're going to show you what the game is like. Right now you're in the middle of no missions, no objectives. This will just be what happens when you're walking around on a daily basis and you're in the loop of the Chicagoland area.
Right.
And you got your little iPhone thing that can do things, and all of a sudden you're walking and it does profiling, and for the next 15 minutes you get caught up in all kinds of shit, all just from walking around and interacting with people. Because it's just gonna be these games are just so amazing.
Yeah.
If you're a gamer and you like open-ended world or open world.
There you go.
Open world games.
It's like sandboxes.
It's gonna be. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, but it's. I heard people are like taking like work off tomorrow and like taking the week off to like play this. So because I know it's like a terrible thing in like the eyes of society. Not only do I not give a fuck, but I know I'm not alone. If they're gonna make $1 billion, it's gonna be just fucking fat dudes in their underwear with the shades
with their
closed,
tank tops, playing with their armpits.
Yeah,
while
mulling over the next decision. So
I'm pretty sure, like, I'm exhausted right now, but I'm pretty sure I come home, I start the install of the game, because that's gonna take a fucking hour. I'm gonna take a shower, and from about 1 o'clock until maybe I go to work tomorrow morning, I could be playing. Like, just go to sleep at like 6 a.m. and get an hour and a half of sleep and go back to work.
Yeah, I ordered mine, so it's coming in like first thing tomorrow morning. But it's coming with a free T-shirt, so that's the only.
I haven't
reason.
decided. Maybe you can help me what to do. I have the regular edition on hold, but then I have the like souped up $150 special edition that comes with the Los Santos New Era hat and all kinds of stuff. What should I do?
I just go with the regular one.
Really?
Yeah, it's $150 for.
But the other one comes with all kinds of codes and packages, so you can like soup up the game. Cars.
You know what I would say? I always say treat yourself. But but you're talking to someone who just fucking bought a TV out of the blue for no reason.
You make me nervous because the last podcast, which was 1 week ago,
I was talking about how
we can go and rewind, and you were like, "My credit card bill is so dangerous.
Yeah,
there won't be any spending for a while."
You know,
I'm working. Look at you.
Like I could justify it, but yeah, it's gonna be scary in a bit.
Treat yourself.
Of course, always.
You got a Vizio. You didn't go like to like the top of the line. You didn't go like nuts out of the box.
Spent a couple $100.
Vizio though has become a pretty high end level. I mean, everyone that's got TVs usually has Vizios.
Yeah, I was just like, I bought mine off Craigslist when I first moved here from like a warehouse where I'm pretty sure they were cooking meth. In the back.
You hooked up a TV?
Yeah.
You got it all going?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I just walk in.
So it's bigger than that by a lot?
It's pretty big.
I think that's like a 41 inch. So you got 9 inches. Mm-hmm. It's pretty big.
You're right. That's what they tell me.
I guess you're overcompensating.
Yeah, it's true.
For
I drive a black car with black tints, and that little feller gets out.
Oh, I'm cute. With your little Pearl Jam sticker on your car. Tell me how to feel, Eddie.
I'm gonna go see Pearl Jam in October. Pretty excited about that.
How much were those tickets?
Jesus, $7 million. It's killing me. I'm gonna be in debt forever.
Was that a joke?
I hope not. It wasn't really funny.
It wasn't. So how much are the tickets now?
I don't know, like $80.
That's not bad. Pearl Jam's not that bad.
But
anything under 100 for like a big band like that, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What can I say? I'm just. I'm a consumer. I just can't stop consuming.
No, but that's not consumer. That's like your passion, music.
Tell me how to feel.
You love Eddie Vedder.
I do. This is like our tech, fucking heavy show today. We're talking about TVs and video games, and there's more important things going on in the world.
Go ahead, tell me what they are.
Did you hear about the shooting?
Oh my God, that Navy Yard, like 12 or 13 people are dead.
12 people plus the and again we're talking about GTA, where it's like the most violent thing in the world. You could do anything.
Two different worlds, though.
It's
not fair when people do that because we come from two different worlds. Like we're not like me and you aren't going to be going to some school
Fuck
and
no.
taking out our Grand Theft Auto.
Absolutely not.
So I mean, it's apples
You
and
can't
oranges.
blame. I know you can't, but you know that
Yeah, well, those people are fucking assholes.
That
That's a
argument's
stupid.
gonna come
yeah,
up.
and those people are douchebags. Because you know, of course, the shit that happened at Sandy and this Navy Yard shit, like that shit is absolutely horrendous.
And
It
this
should
dude-
never
His
happen.
name was Aaron Alexis, and he was a
Black guy.
contractor there. Black dude. Yeah.
But was okay? So he wasn't in the Navy.
He was I think he had
contractor who
he'd been
comes-
dismissed. Like, so I guess if you're in the military and like your job there is a technician on a base or something, I think he was dishonorably discharged or something like that. Left the military, but he still worked for them. Still had access, code, and shit to get into.
And he just went off.
I brought a fucking.
And there was another
machine
one
gun out.
too. There's two of them.
I think so.
But
I
one's
think so.
not. One's at large.
I don't know. I know, but the police were saying as I was leaving, they were
You
saying
were too busy buying a TV to.
It's true. Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
I was too busy sleeping at work.
I'm terrified. Just let me just
Buy this TV and get out of here and go home in my comfort.
Yeah, but he went in and like shot 12 people, wounded a bunch more, and then he got killed.
That's not good stuff.
Yeah, it's terrible. I mean, it's like a bunch already in like the last 6 months. There's more and more. Like you generally have to kind of be a little bit worried, you know, that this shit could happen in a place where you are.
Oh, that is for sure.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's kind of out of control. But again, it's like the whole argument of like gun control and shit. You know, you can't blame the gun for something that the finger does.
And no matter what, unless there was no guns anywhere, you can't say that because a criminal would be able to get a gun.
Yeah.
Like it's not these criminals are necessary. All of them are going into a gun store and buying them legally. A lot of these people, if you took away guns and you had all these new laws or whatever, a criminal would still somehow come up with a gun.
No, he's just a piece of shit. You know, he's just another piece of shit who fucking, you know, should have just used one bullet and just killed himself and leave everybody else out of it.
It's what happened on the Sons of Anarchy.
Jesus.
The pilot episode, not the pilot, the new season started last week.
Uh-huh.
And the whole episode, there's like just a little boy throughout the whole episode. You never know what the deal is with this little boy. He just keeps popping up. Wherever the sons are, he just keeps to pop up. He's walking through the scene. Nothing odd about it. And then the last scene, he sits down at school. He sits down at his bench outside the classroom, and he takes off his jacket, and he sees all these scars on his hand all the way up. And then he rolls up his sleeves. He puts his hand in his bag, and he pulls out like a fucking machine gun.
Yeah, dude.
Takes an extra clip, sticks it in his back pocket, and this is like a young boy. This is like an 11-year-old, 12-year-old boy.
Ugh.
And then he walks in the school. You never see they go in the school, but
You hear it?
and then it's all bloody everywhere, and it ends with that. And then you put it together that it's fucking the guns that the Sons are running. It's one of their guns
No
because that's
shit.
what they do. They make their money.
Good for Sons of Anarchy, man. That's like
Kurt
some heavy
Sutter's
shit.
Kurt Sutter's on some heavy shit.
But he does that, right? Like, like this. I that's the one show that I never saw, and it's like 6 or 7 seasons to catch up.
Kurt Sutter has always written some pretty crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple seasons ago, one of the main characters, Gemma, the broad from Katie Seagal, she takes a gun and puts a gun to a newborn's head.
Wow.
Like he takes it to some levels.
I like it.
Some
But
crazy.
like, does that make us kind of pieces of shit for being like, that's amazing?
Well, I was gonna bring up and ask my buddy Charles, but I figure I haven't gotten to talk to him. I'd ask you now. What do you think about that? Like Kurt Sutter, just like anybody writing in now, like Sandy Hook, like the school shooting, that kind of shit's now being dramatized in a TV show. You know,
Well, I remember-
what does that do to you as like a TV viewer?
I think it's fine. I mean, I remember like after 9/11, like post 9/11, the United States will like always be that, and pre 9/11 was like the 2001
You're
year.
playing with your pits again. I'm just saying, you're playing with your
You're
armpits
right.
again.
I know.
I mean, you
I'm
really
gonna just take the shirt off.
No, if you take your shirt off, the podcast ends after 19 minutes. That's it. Be a human being.
Okay, you're right. I'm
For
sorry.
the rest of the episode,
I'm just kind of.
it's disgusting.
Okay, fair enough.
No. You keep saying that you're not itching your arm. You keep saying like you're like, oh, I'm itching. No, you're literally digging into the grunion
I'm
of
going
your
like
armpit.
I'm just kind of.
You look like Molly Shannon's character from fucking SNL.
Okay, you're right.
Gun control on TV. Sandy Hook. Post pre 9/11. It's just disgusting. Now you're gonna touch this stuff in my room after you've touched your armpits. Like I really want you to go home. Like I want to finish the podcast without you here.
I know you do. I think 5 minutes in, you want to end the podcast.
But go ahead. Now tell me how you feel. Your post 9/11 stuff.
I remember after like the season 4 of The Sopranos, they started talking about like 9/11 and stuff because you know they still lived in like the same current.
Right. They kept it current. Like even in the credits, they took away the buildings.
And I was like, that's always, I guess, cool. And like 24 was about, terrorism in the United States. I'm like, oh, that's like cool because that's the world we live in now. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the world we live in now with our school shootings, our mass shootings.
Maybe you are intelligent. Maybe it is like
it all comes from the rubs. It's letting out the fucking serotonin. Yeah, but it's and then we can't spoil the show because there are people that are watching, I'm sure.
What?
But Breaking Bad last night, it's fucking crazy. Like with that, I don't even know if we have like much we could.
We can talk about everyone. It's our fucking podcast,
right? But it's not fair. Like I would be furious if I'm like,
it's not. It's right, ridiculous.
So here we go. Spoiler.
We're talking about we're listening to Breaking Bad.
Fast forward a little bit
because that's ridiculous.
You're right.
Why should on our show we pigeon ourselves? It's now what night is it? It'll be Tuesday when these people hear it. That's 3 days later.
Good point.
Fuck them.
Good point.
Fuck them.
There are 3 episodes left. And the whole entire story of fucking Walter White is like, falling apart. It's all falling apart underneath him.
The roosters are, what is it? The
roosters are at bay?
No, the hens are coming to roost?
Yeah, something
like that.
And it's all fucking,
a constant shitstorm on top of it.
I mean, the thing with Hank, and then his family is just like, get the fuck out of here. They call the police. He steals.
I can't believe Skylar pulled a fucking knife.
I thought she was donezo. I thought that's how.
Right.
But you have no fucking clue. Jesse's like attached on a.
This is one show where I mean, everyone always likes to be a writer.
Like, and I'm sorry to interrupt. But,
no, go ahead.
To go back to the Sons of Anarchy, like I think you can overdo it. I mean, because I think Breaking Bad is like brilliant. Like every fucking minute of that show is like for a reason. Sons of Anarchy, I don't know. I can't. Really
No, it's not.
There's a difference.
It's not. There's a difference.
Right.
But people always like to be a writer, and they're like, "Oh, this is what's going to happen." But on Breaking Bad,
you have no idea.
You never know.
Yep.
These people are some of the best at what they do.
Yeah.
Like I love The Sopranos. It's going down as one of my favorite shows. But like Breaking Bad could easily.
It didn't have the same pace.
It could easily take the lead.
I guess the last 3 episodes of The Sopranos were pretty intense, but like this shit was something that I
think every episode of Breaking Bad's intense. Every episode.
I was uncomfortable watching. I'm like, I don't really want to watch this.
I noticed last night when we were watching because I had left the show. To say that we came home. I came home from work at like 11.
Yeah.
And 11:30 you came over just so we could watch it together.
There's 3 episodes left.
Halfway through, I noticed my heart was just pounding for no reason.
And that's what I noticed first about that show is that like you feel like you're on meth. Like you're uncomfortable. You're like clammy. You're like rubbing your armpits and like it's just an uncomfortable feeling to watch that show. But it's so fucking good because everything that's happened is now going to come to an end. Like, and it's at a perfect time. But
does Walt die?
He has to.
Right?
He has to. Yeah. I mean. He basically is signing his own death warrant right now.
But is it the cancer that gets him, or is it going to be something?
I think he's going to go down like outlaw Josie Wales style, like fucking Western. I think like Scarface, like that's
like
how.
Say hello to my little friend. Final scene. We're going out like this.
Yeah, and so again, you can't write what you think. You can only think about what you think is going to happen. But
because I never thought Gus was going to walk out of that.
Yeah, with
hospital room
with his face blown off.
I remember watching that scene, and when Gus walks out, I thought, okay, they just flipped the script, and he is like the devil, like the legit devil. Like they're gonna change the whole show. It's gonna become like good and evil, like Lost, like crazy shit. I thought like he just walked out of this room, but what a great show.
Yeah, but that was crazy last night, and
go ahead.
Good program.
Oh, that's it. You had no.
Yeah, that's really it.
What else you got? You have any little notes? What else do you have in your little notes for this eve?
I don't know. I mean,
you don't have much.
No, not especially. I think it's
slow week.
It was about. I mean, I was working last week. I was down in Compton, which was kind of interesting.
Oh, you had a snowflake story because we should go back because you told us the story of when the white girl got in trouble in the hood with the chicken and
She's
the thing.
Back.
And then, but you said was there a tale? It was something happened or?
Oh no, I've worked with her since.
Right.
And she was all like, very flirtatious. So that was a lot of fun. And she's actually.
Are you thinking about taking Snowflake out?
Fuck yeah, man! I've rescued that bitch. But we're going to pick up soul food again on Friday. So
why?
I don't know, because I ordered it just out of humor. I'm gonna send her back.
Is it the same spot?
No, it's a different one. But I'm gonna see.
Is it in a rough neighborhood, like a black neighborhood, where she shouldn't be going?
It's in Inglewood. It's definitely up to no good.
How did you find the place that you picked?
Yelp.
A lot of good reviews?
Yeah. But it was more of like the noise someone makes when they're getting killed outside of the restaurant.
What do you mean?
Yelp.
Yelp?
Yeah.
Was that another one of your jokes that just completely went...
It's way south.
Wow. Your humor this week is
Not good.
not good.
It's not on.
We're both a little... it's a long week. You had a long week of
Sure.
whatevering.
Work.
I had to work. We're getting back in the grind here.
You win some, you lose some, Jerry. Yeah, but I was down in Compton, this area of LA I've never been in before, and it's interesting. It's
How so?
it's a little terrifying, but I
Because you're little and white?
yeah, well,
they're big
you
and
hear
black?
about like the tales of Compton. All you think about is Reginald Denny. That the brick against his head,
Right.
like getting pulled out of the cab. That's what I think about when I think of Compton. But we went in there.
I do think anytime someone's bring up Compton or Inglewood, I go straight to Training Day. Like,
Yeah.
it must be like that.
NWA,
Yeah.
fucking Boys in the Hood.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I think about.
But it's not that bad. But maybe
Dude, I saw Menace to Society. It's that bad.
it was like 20 years ago.
And yeah, 20 years of fucking shit have gone down in the hood.
It's hood, man. We
Now, what's going on in the hood that you're filming?
we do this home makeover show. So like
In like a ghetto?
yeah, like this woman, it's a really nice story. She did a lot of work with Habitat for Humanity and like So we're like, oh, let's
build you a new home.
let's like redo 2 of your rooms and give you a bunch of appliances and stuff. So it was nice. She was very appreciative. But like the whole neighborhood kind of gathered around.
Oh, yeah.
And like when you got to do like a lockup, when like they were shooting an interview across the street. So I'm like, hey, can we get someone to lock up the street? We're picking up the noise. I can pick all the voices. I'm like, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can you just? We're shooting an interview across.
You
the street.
shut up, white man. It's my neighborhood.
No, they were cool. I was giving away floor tiles. At the
You were
end.
giving away floor tiles?
Yeah, like just boxes of floor tiles.
Oh, because you had extra stuff and like
Yeah.
neighbors. Oh, I'll take that stuff, honey.
Sure.
That's me and my.
I felt good. I was like, a bit of my white guilt being released.
Were they happy? Were they nice?
Yeah, they were very nice.
Did everyone-
That's why Compton's not that bad, man.
So everyone got along?
Sure.
I did a shoot in Compton once, and it wasn't bad.
Well, the cop, we had a cop and we had a permit and all that shit. So they're driving up and down the street, like checking in like twice a day. And I guess they're like, you guys gonna get out of here, before sundown? We're like, yeah, hoping to. And he's like, well, it'd be in your best interest. Like the cop telling us that.
Wow.
But I think he was just trying to fuck with us. Because I was there until 8 o'clock one night. I was playing fucking CeeLo, drinking 40s. Like, it was
Smoking a blunt on the
Yeah.
curb, everything was fine.
They fucking laughing at my jokes. Which apparently I used up there.
That was good, Kevin.
There we go. I'm back at it.
Got it going on.
That's right.
I'm trying to think. There was something I wanted to talk to you about on the podcast, but unlike you, I don't make notes, and I saw that you went for the armpit.
I scratched my back.
You're an asshole. I don't know if I have anything else this week for you.
It's okay.
I'm trying to think. What about programs? We have Boardwalk Empire started. It's
a good fucking
Did
show.
you been watching it?
I did.
I saw the first episode and I started to watch the second one. I dozed off.
Sure.
I love what's going on with the dude with
Harrow. Yeah.
Harrow.
Half face.
Yeah.
No, that's sick.
He's
and,
like my favorite character. He's always such an interesting guy.
and the whole like chalky white Omar from The Wire, like his whole.
He's stepping up in the game now.
Yeah, he's got a club, and this dude from Harlem comes out, who's I think is like loosely based on like some gangster from Harlem in the 20s, and he's fucking badass. Jeffrey Wright, I'm calling it right now. Emmy Awards next year. Jeffrey Wright, Best Supporting Actor.
He was one that was in Ali, right? The photographer.
And he was in I don't know. He's a bunch of like highbrow movies.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
He was in Syriana,
Yeah. Good actor.
some other shit.
So you think he's gonna get the Emmy for next year, maybe?
I this past episode, I'm like, holy fuck, this guy's out acting everybody like on this show, and like this is his first scene, and that's says a lot. 'Cause I'm a big fan, and Extreme Fat Fucks is over, so that's kind of sad.
Do you have any programs you're watching about any pathetic people right now? Like, what's your?
No, I'm kind of like, yeah, I haven't looked at like TLC. I haven't looked for like 900-pound Mom.
What did you do when you were in Hawaii? Were you watching like at night? Were you watching any of your programs or?
I was watching actually. I I like Kitchen Nightmares.
Yeah, Kitchen Nightmares is good.
Like just these mindless, shitty, stupid reality shows. Like that's what I'm like becoming. It's very
mindless, shitty.
yeah.
reality program.
And I watched like the first half a season of Orange is the New Black.
What'd you think of that?
I liked it.
I enjoy it. Did
Yeah.
you like the show Weeds?
Yeah, for the first couple seasons.
I liked the first couple seasons of Weeds, and I thought Orange is the New Black like kind of had like that.
Yeah,
feel. It
that
was
same
enjoyable.
humor.
And you got to see Lauren Preppen's boobs.
Yeah, she's.
Is that how you say Laura Prepon? I don't
yeah.
know. Either way, we saw her
From that
boobs.
'70s show.
And her boobs are nice.
Her tits, yeah, and the also the main girl, whatever. Her
I like
name
the
is.
black broad on that show, Crazy Eyes, with the hair,
Oh, yeah.
with the knots in her hair. How she falls in love and
Pissing on the floor.
Oh God, I'm sorry. When I get crazy, I do wild things. I love the character. I love Red, the cook. She's a great character.
Yeah, that's good, man. I mean, Netflix is like no joke. They stepped right fucking into it.
And whatchamacallit, Ricky Gervais's new show went up. I haven't watched it yet, but
The one with Carl.
Derek.
Right. All right.
Yeah, but it's not a comedy.
Really?
It's like a drama almost. Like there's funny stuff in it, but it's not like his other shows where it's blatant comedies. This is like more of like a serious thing. He's playing like Derek's like not a retarded guy, but he's more of like
he like works
like
at
a
a home.
Forrest Gump type thing.
Right. Like works like a home
Yeah,
for like
old people,
mental. Okay.
like old folk. All right, Kevin. I think we should do a short one.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Well, yeah. If I had anything fucking incredible to say, I would have mumbled it already.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We're nothing wrong doing a short episode.
it's fine. Hey,
You know what I mean?
Sometimes
We got to give the fans the taste they need. Mm-hmm. And next week we'll come back. We have some guests coming up.
Sure.
You wanted to bring your friend Noah,
Yeah. No.
who's now my friend,
Okay. Good.
on Facebook, not in real life yet.
Maybe he could
Add some humor to this.
something.
Something.
I mean, I was about to start.
If you wear a tank top next week, we're not
Okay.
doing the show.
I'll
Or you wear a t-shirt.
I'll just gaff tape my arms together like this.
Well, why do you have to be like Sister Mary Clarence and play with your armpits?
It's just.
A disgusting habit that you shouldn't fucking do.
It's not like I smell. It's clean.
All right, I need to
just
stop.
how
I
God
need to
made me.
wrap this up. I want to go get Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, you gotta go wait
All
with
right.
the herbs.
This is Bad Takeout. I am Jeremy Tomenberg. With me always is
Kevin Crowley.
Kevin Crowley.
Thank you.
The armpit player of the evening. Plays his armpits as good as he plays a guitar. Tune in next week and head over to the website www.badtakeout.com.